Hello, everyone. On this week's Energy Quick Chat, we speak to Sandra Jeque, the International Conference Director of the upcoming MSGBC Oil, Gas and Power Conference, which holds from September 1st to 2nd, 2022. The conference is organized by the Pan-African Investment Platform, Energy Capital and Power. Thanks for speaking with us today on Energy Quick Chat, Sandra.
Thank you, Omono. Thank you for having me here today.
Tell me about the MSGBC Oil, Gas and Power Conference and what plans the ECP is making to host this very important forum.
Right. Thank you. So the MSGBC Oil, Gas and Power Conference and Exhibition is under the patronage of the President of Senegal, His Excellency Macky Sall. It is endorsed by the Ministry of Petroleum and Energies Senegal, and we are in partnership with INPG, Petrosen, Cost Petrogas, and the African Energy Chamber. Now, the intention of this conference is not to build a stage, but it's also about writing a unified narrative for Africans' future. Now, the theme for the conference is the future of natural gas, using strategic investment and policy making. Here we are taking advantage of of His Excellency Macky Sall, who is the current chairperson for the African Union. I couldn't agree more with His Excellency Macky Sall's words when he said, "Our continent cannot be a field which is the feast of others." So we will be pushing African power that develops Africa during the MSGBC conference.
Okay, fantastic. So what are the current oil and gas prospects in Senegal and in the West African region in general?
Thank you, Omono. So the MSGB basin has 9 billion barrels of oil, equivalent to 50 trillion cubic feet of gas. That is just under 1/3 of Africa's total gas prospects. With Senegal, as I'm sure you know, you've got the BP's Greater Tortue at 15 trillion cubic feet. You've got the Sangoma with 500K barrels of oil, the Yaka Teranga with 20 trillion cubic feet. Then for Mauritania, you've got the Beralai at 13 trillion cubic feet and Banda at 1 trillion cubic feet, leading the charge on gas to power. And for the Gambia, of course, fire hit a potential of 1.5 million barrels of oil a few months back. But in most nations, there've only been less than a dozen wells drilled, meaning reserves are essentially unknown versus the 160 plus wells made in Senegal.
Okay, so these are really interesting figures. But let's chat a bit about what's the lineup of the Energy Summit and why these discussions are relevant at this time.
Definitely. So the discussions are relevant to this time because it is time for Africa to rise and take advantage of its enormous resources that Africa has. We have a private session that is titled Ensuring a Just, Equitable Energy Transition in Africa, with petroleum and energy ministers from the Gambia, Ghana, Mauritania, Senegal, Namibia, and the Congo. Now, the purpose of this is to address development gaps and to put Africa on a pathway to its economic prosperity, to also make modern sustainable energy available to the entire continent, support Africa as well in the deployment of gas as a transition fuel and the long-term displacement of gas by renewable energy and green hydrogen for industrial development, if financially and technical sustainable. The PACT program includes breakout rooms, keynotes, and panel sessions on gas policy and monetization, the role of NOCs, women in energy, regional mega developments and integrated energy chains, security sessions, marketing and financing for African power and technology innovation, just to name a few. We have as well the International Energy Agency, who will be presenting the African Energy Outlook Report for 2022. So the program is quite packed with very interesting discussions for both the public and the private sector.
Right, now that you speak about Africa Rising, are you expecting any specific deal signings to be made during the conference?
Definitely. The whole purpose of this conference, as I mentioned earlier, is not only to build a stage, but, to create a narrative that actually advances Africa's economies. So we're looking to forge, better ties with organizations during the conference. We do expect tangible agreements to be made in the form of MOUs with specific organizations. So, yes, we will have a packed program in terms of agreements and the way forward for some of the projects within the region.
Okay, so these agreements cut across oil, gas, and power, right?
That's correct, yes.
Right. Okay, so aside from the conference, will the energy capital and power be playing further roles in the region's energy industry?
100%, definitely. So Energy Capital and Power, as an organization, we will continue to advocate for Africa and its energy space. We will continue to facilitate the critical investments that will power Africa's economies, build communities, and shape societies. We are constantly dispatching news and assisting, both public and private sector in terms of matchmaking, I would say, with investment opportunities with projects in the region. Not in the region, but in Africa in general, yes.
We thank you for these amazing insights, and we're grateful for your time here on Energy Quick Chat, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you very much, Omono.
Sandra Jeque, the International Conference Director of the upcoming MSGBC Oil, Gas and Power Conference to be held in Dakar, Senegal, come September 1st and 2nd, 2022. I am Omono Okonkwo. See you next time on Energy Quick Chat, where we speak to leaders from the energy sector.